Council, Monday, January the 16th, 2017 at 2 p.m. in Council Chambers. And I'm going to call the meeting to order. And there are three of us here, Councillor Campol, Councillor King, and myself. And on the phone we have Councillor Rhodes, who is sitting down in Yuma and enjoying the weather, but has joined us by phone. So he will be part of the conversation as well. So we'll call the meeting to order, and first thing is the adoption of some minutes, the regular open minutes from December the 19th, 2016, and the special open minutes from December the 16th. Sorry, one was the 19th, one was the 16th. Did I say that? Mm-hmm. So I need a motion to please, thank you, Councillor King, Councillor Campol, that those meetings minutes be adopted. All in favor? Thank you. Are you okay with that, Councillor Rhodes? Okay.
I'm in favor.
Thank you. And business arising from prior minutes, there's nothing there. And introduction of late items? No. So what we need is to have the regular open meeting agenda of January the 16th be adopted as presented. Thank you. Councillor King, Councillor Campbell, all in favor? Thank you. And first
I'm in favor.
Thank you. And first we have the water districts 8 and 9 financial accounts. And the background is to report on expenditures from accounts payable for water councillors and council approval. And water cash requirements to January the 16th are in the amount of $5,767.50. And the options are to approve or not approve. Councillor Ray, and seconded by Councillor Morera. All in favor? Thank you.
In favor.
Thank you. No correspondence. And so next is the Revenue Anticipation Borrowing Bylaw. And Mr. Zackel, please.
Thank you, Mayor McCordoff. So before Council is Revenue Anticipation Borrowing Bylaw 1326-2016. This is for Council to renew their line of credit with the Bank of Montreal. Bylaw 1326-2016 was received first three readings at the December 19th, 2016 regular open meeting of Council. Section 177 of the Community Charter allows the Town of Osoyoos by bylaw to establish a borrowing of money in anticipation of revenue. This bylaw authorizes the municipality to borrow up to $1.5 million to meet current expenditures and to pay amounts to meet the municipality's taxing obligations. This line of credit is set up with the Bank of Montreal. If this operating line of credit is used, the revenue from property taxes must be used to repay the borrowed money. In 2016, the Town of Osoyoos did not go into their line of credit. Implications under community allows for operations to continue until funding comes in for taxation. Organizationally, there's no impacts. Budget, no impacts. Significant dates, new bylaw needs to be adopted by February 2017. Sustainability is fiscal management. Options before Council is 1, to adopt Revenue Anticipation Borrowing Bylaw 1326-2016, or option number 2, not to adopt this bylaw. And staff's recommendation is option number 1.
Thank you. Council? Councillor Campbell?
I move to adopt Revenue Anticipation Borrowing Bylaw 1326-2016.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you, Councillor Rhodes. Is there any discussion about this? It has been discussed at the previous meeting, so it's just a matter of adopting this. All in favor? Thank you. You in favor of that, Councillor Rhodes?
I'm in favor.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Zackel. And next is the Chief Clarence Louie, letter of congratulations. Mr. Romanko.
Thank you, Mayor McCordoff. The Order of Canada was established in 1967, Canada's centennial year, and it recognizes outstanding achievement, dedication to the community, and service to the nation. Over its 50 years, about 7,000 people have been invested in the Order. Appointments are made by the Governor-General on the recommendation of the Advisory Council of the Order of Canada. A member of the Order of Canada is awarded to recognize those who make outstanding contributions at the local or regional or in a specific field of activity. Chief Clarence Louie of the Osoyoos Indian Band was one of the 100 new appointments to the Order of Canada announced by Governor General David Johnston. Louie was named a member of the Order of Canada in recognition of his innovative contributions to increasing economic opportunities for Indigenous communities. Chief Louie will be among 75 members, 22 officers, and 3 companions of the Order of Canada to be honored in a ceremony at a later date. 2 options are placed in front of Council right now. 1, Council passes a resolution to send a letter to Chief Louie congratulating him on receiving the Order of Canada. To some other type of tribute by Council is considered.
Thank you very much. When this was announced about a week or so ago, I did send an email to Chief Louie and copied the rest of Council on it because it was from all of us. And we just felt that this was a very high priority, and rather than just doing a sort of a quiet email, we felt that a letter on a Osoyoos letterhead would be in order. So that's why it's come up on the agenda today. Councillor Campol.
Thank you, Mayor McCordoff. I move that we send a letter to Chief Clarence Louie congratulating him on receiving the Order of Canada.
Thank you. Councillor King is seconding that. Are we all in favor of that? Thank you, Councillor Rhodes. Yep, good. Thank you very much. So that passes. Notice of motion, and next is this is going to be a quick meeting today, isn't it? Really? May make up for the long meeting that we might have tonight. Next is the general net payroll and Sun Bowl Arena financial accounts, and the background is to report on expenditures from accounts payable for Council approval and payroll information for Council to receive. So the general cash requirements to January the 16th, 2017 would be $346,651.52, and the Sun Bowl cash requirements of $22,836.17, and those would be for consensus, and the net payroll accounts of $167,897.38, and that would be received for information. Thank you. And we have a building report, and it's very interesting to look at our building report. It doesn't surprise me that it doesn't have a great deal of building on it. It's been really quite cold, and I'm sure that any building that might be going on might be waiting for a little bit of warmer weather. So we have some alterations, exterior alterations, and a bathroom upgrade. Total for the month is $18,000. The total to date for 2016 was $6,882,594, or $94, $6,882,000, and to date in 2015 was $12,479,000, almost double, but that would, I believe, be because of the fire hall.
Correct.
And it was approximately $6 million for the fire hall, so that's why there's the difference in those. And so we need a received for information, this report. Thank you. And and we need a motion for that. Thank you. Councillor King, Councillor Campol, all in favor. Thank you. And
I'm in favor.
thank you. And we need a CAO report, please.
Thank you, Mayor McCordoff. Just a few of the things that the administration and operations have been involved in over the last couple of weeks. Certainly, we were all kind of shut down for Christmas here and into the New Year's season. However, there has been some things going on. In terms of community services, interior roofing is continuing with the roof repairs. No unforeseen expenses at this time, and they should be finished within 2 or 3 weeks. Staff completed the HRDC staffing grant to help offset student wages for the summer, and I think we applied for 10 students, if I'm not mistaken, 10 or 12 students. Swimming lessons have started, and they have approximately 40 kids registered. Work has started on the spring-summer leisure guide, and this weekend we had some minor water damage at a Desert Park facility as a result of a frozen water line. Apparently one of the heaters in the washrooms wasn't working properly. In terms of corporate services, a lot of year-end work has been completed, including reporting forms, updating time off manager, records management update, and setting up new 2017 folders for records. And the director has been working closely with BC Transit in two regards. A new bus stop was added into Oliver to give them a more central stop in town. It came into effect on January 9th. And the Transit Focus Group has been working hard on the regionalization of a transit, including fare structures and reader's guide. BC Transit will be presenting this to the RDOS board hopefully in February. In terms of finance, you've got budget, and year-end. So those are the things that have been busy over there. Planning and development, front counter has been very busy in the new year with new business license renewals. Provincial Highways have signed off on our new 26-lot subdivision of the town-owned Richter property, and registration is expected soon with land titles. 5 building permit applications were being processed from Hart Buckendall of Elkhart Construction for starting their Meadowlark Place development on the Richter property. And the applicant for the proposed large residential development at 4217 Lakeshore Drive is upgrading their servicing and traffic impact studies, ready for the possible public hearing on February 20th. The developer of the proposed duplex subdivision at number 8 Braeburn is broadening their information base for preliminary subdivision approval. And notices have been posted inviting an RFP for commercial lease agreement for the seasonal installation and management of a modular inflatable water park with a closing date of February 1st. Just in addition to that, there were a number of comments made on the Loop social media. We're in the process of doing a frequently asked questions, and we'll be posting that on our website in response to some of those questions that were being asked on that site. Public Works, certainly they did not shut down totally during Christmas with our snowfalls and that, so congratulations to our operations over there. I think they did a great job. We've had some tremendous feedback from the public about how happy they were about how we kept our sidewalks and our roadways with this unusual amount of snowfall that we had. So they've been plowing streets and sidewalks, and they also had installed a mini barrier at the intersection of 45th Avenue and Highway 3 to prevent illegal right-hand turn movements. For myself, just a couple of things to update you on. Initiate a review and discussions with partners relating to a request for proposal for a new waste pickup contract. Our waste pickup contract ends in 2018, so we're starting now to work on that, and we should have something to council probably in the next meeting. There's some major decisions that have to be made relative to, so that we can then proceed with the request for proposal. We received a $10,773 grant from Fortis for our energy-efficient fire hall heating system, and I picked that check up on Friday. And just some odds and ends, and right now finishing the fire hall project. So that's my report for today.
Thank you very much. And we need a motion to receive, please. Councillor King, Councillor Campol, all in favor. Thank you. Next is the council reports, and first we will have Councillor Campol.
Thank you, Mayor McCordoff. As I had mentioned in the Committee of a Whole meeting this morning, I've been attending the SD53 school board meetings. The one this past week was quite interesting. It was more of a group forum and a presentation, whereas some of the SD53 administration staff and faculty from the schools paid a visit to Tech High in California to get an understanding of that type of learning and what that type of school offers its students and the different learning styles. And it was certainly an interesting presentation that, not to suggest that we're going to create a tech high here in Osoyoos or in the Okanagan, but the certain aspects of their approach to learning, I think, intrigued the faculty and staff of the school district to sort of maybe make some adaptations or some projects within our own communities with the school. So I thought that was quite interesting. I just want to mention a shout out to our Coyotes who have been playing extremely well. But beyond that, just with the Coyotes games in general and what goes into it from the community's perspective to the team's perspective, I just think it's worth mentioning what an amazing venue is created for this team in this town. And looking at the amount of people showing up to the games and looking around the arena to the amount of sponsorship happening around the arena, the game sponsors, just an amazing show, for our residents of our community. And on top of that, the fact that the players on our team are volunteering all throughout our community for different events, I think says a lot about the entire organization. And lastly, I just want to apologize to our snowbirds. That was it.
Well, because they didn't expect snow?
I think it was more the temperatures, but yeah.
Well, they could be in Winnipeg.
Yes,
This
they
is
could.
This is true.
Thank you. And I just want to thank Councillor Campol, who's been very good at attending school district meetings. There are 2 each month. I've been to a couple of them as well, and as he noted that it's really important from our point of view to make sure that we keep on top of the situation with the school district, and we think that the best way of knowing what's going on and making sure that we are kept in the loop is to have people there. So I thank Councillor Campbell for attending all of them. Councillor King.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I guess just a couple of things. It might seem like old hat, but we had a great Christmas parade, a little cool out. We're looking forward to next year having a bigger and better float on behalf of the town. We've talked it over at the budget, so I'm sure we might get it.
My car wasn't good enough?
Just the lights on it.
Yeah.
Also,
We need new
hopefully
lights.
the people had a chance to go and see all the trees that were decorated by different groups in the community. They were just fabulous. Haven't heard who actually had the best tree, but there were some great trees to look at Watermark and Incomeek and Spirit Ridge, as well as up in Oliver and Mount Baldy. Attended Destination Economic Development Committee last week and had some great discussion on hopefully moving a few things forward. And with that, I'd just like to wish everybody a Happy New Year and look forward to working with the people of this town to make it a better place to live, work, and play.
Thank you very much. Do we know, by the way, who won the best tree?
The announcement went out last week, but I don't recall off the top of my head.
It obviously wasn't the town of Osoyoos.
I think on the Oliver Osoyoos Winery Association Facebook page and website, it'll tell you who the winners were. It wasn't the town.
Well, the town did a wonderful tree, and so that's why we thought it was worthy of mention. Okay, Councillor Youngberg is not with us at this point. She may be tonight. She is down watching the curling in Las Vegas. But Councillor Rhodes is down in Yuma, sitting in his lawn chair with maybe a cool beverage in his hand, and we wondered if you had anything that you wanted to add to the meeting, Councillor Rhodes.
Well, thank you, Mayor McCordoff. And no, I'm not sitting in my chair. I'm being very diligent in my commitment to the community right now.
Okay, good.
I just wanted to wish a very, very happy New Year to my fellow councillors and mayor. I see a pretty skinny group of people in the room right now, but Brianne and Barry, likewise to you and all of the town staff for a great job done over the last year. And I feel our town is still progressive, not only in our thoughts, but in, applying everything that we do and making our town a much better place to live in. And I say this, and I know it's the middle of January, but it's the first time that we've been together since the New Year. So Happy New Year to everybody, and I hope it's a great one for all of you.
Thank Thank you very much. You can now go and have a beer, Councillor Rhodes. It's okay.
I gotta keep a fresh mind for tonight.
Absolutely. I'm sorry I forgot that. Okay, good. So from my point of view, I just want to say thank you to the operational services staff of the town. They've done an amazing job of keeping the streets clean and the sidewalks clean. And I went by the spot where we have the trailer parking, and my goodness, it's full of snow. So I know that what they did was load into trucks all of the snow that was piled up along Main Street, and they dumped it over there. So it'll take a while to melt, I think. So thank you to Operational Services. I see they're outside the front of the building right now taking down the Christmas lights. It's always sad when you have to take those down, but spring will be here soon. And I just want to say thank you to all of town staff for doing a wonderful job in getting us prepared for our budget season. I know it takes a lot of work from all of our directors and our CAO, and I just think that come tonight to the meeting if you're at all interested, or watch it on Granicus, and you will see how much effort and has been put into making this budget work for all of us, not just by our town staff, but definitely by many people who will be showing up tonight at our meeting to present their ideas of what we might consider in our budget. So it takes a lot of work, and we certainly appreciate it. I just want to say congratulations to the people at Mount Baldy. I know that they're fortunate this year that when they decided to reopen and get things organized up there, that they have a wonderful snowpack and good weather. And from what the pictures that I've seen and the emails that I've got, there's all kinds of people up there taking advantage of the snow and the upgraded facilities. And I think that the O'Briens have done a wonderful job of really getting everything set and having a really good opening season, because it hasn't been open up there for a couple of years. And so I just want to say thank you to them. I have talked to a couple of the people who 50 years ago were up there building on Baldy, and many of them are very pleased with what's happening because they put a lot of time and effort and money into it years ago. So they're happy to see it up and running again. And I just want to say have a wonderful winter, have a continuing, although we may be getting a little bit of more snow tonight, I think, but a little bit warmer weather. So Happy New Year to everybody. I hope it's very happy and healthy. And please come to our budget meeting or watch it tonight if you're interested. Thank you very much, everybody. Could we have a... Thank you, Councillor Campol, Councillor King, that we close the meeting. All in favor? Thank you.
That was a record, I think.